Hello, I am Ragnarok, and welcome to the Reckoning. So welcome back, everyone, to our Elvanor Sub-faction second video. This will cover the Order of Revelation, the second sub-faction for the Elvanor faction. So we'll take a look at all the stuff we get when you choose them. If you need to go through, if you need help with the quest that you need to partake in order to choose the Order of Revelation as your sub-faction, we have a video for that. Check that out, the Elvanor sub-faction quest video. That will go over all the steps and the locations of all the items of the tomes that you need to find in order to, or not tomes, relics that you need to find in order to choose this sub-faction. Otherwise, let's look at what they have to offer. Okay, so first thing first, as we always start, we have the banners for the Order of Revelation. So we have our large, medium, small, and the pole. Again, very unique banner. I like the design. It's got a little different cut than the rest of the banners, so variety is great. The color is great. The dragon, really high def, so I like it. It's good. All right, next we have a decoration that is amazing. This would be the statue of Theron. Pretty cool. It's an actual fountain. Looks really good at night. Look awesome in like a courtyard or something like that. It is an actual fountain, so you can drink from it, even though it looks like a mana pool and stuff like that. So pretty nice. I love the glow, and it definitely fits the Elvanor faction. Next, we have the pet, the Drake. This was originally belonged to just Elvanor, but now it's been moved into their sub-faction. So the Drake belongs to the Order of Revelation. We'll take a look at its stats. I have this one maxed out level 20, so here we go. This is a possibility of what you can get. RNG-wise, I didn't get any bonuses into Vitality, so this has a pretty low Vitality, but it's still decent. I mean, it still hits hard, so pretty cool. All right, next we'll look at the Magus Armors, both the normal and the elite variants. So again, with this faction, the normal and elite variants are exactly the same. These used to go to the Elvanor faction, but now we have sub-factions, so this particular armor has been moved into the sub-faction. So both the elite and normal variants are both look the same. I will put that one on real quick just so you can see. There you go. Looks exactly the same. No difference in visuals. As far as stat-wise, this is the normal one. You do get bonus grit. It is a medium armor. So there's the hood and the rest of it. And just like all the other armors, the regular will give you a plus 12 or plus 10. And then, wait. No, sorry. Plus 12. And then elites will give you plus 15. So you are getting bonus grid on this one. And then here's the stats on the High Magus, which is the level 120 unlock. The elite variant. Pretty good for a medium armor. I use this hood for everything. Alright, next we're going to look at the Magisters Daggers. Here we go. Magisters Daggers. Two-handed weapon. Bonus agility. There's your stats on it. Take a look at them real quick. Typical dagger animation. Let's get a close look at the actual daggers themselves. Okay, and there's the daggers themselves, looking pretty cool. They got this blue glow through them, so you'll see that more at night and stuff like that. But it's very subtle, but you can actually see it, so it's pretty cool. I like that. And again, the camera mode I'm in right now is very the speed's turned up. I would definitely not want to get stabbed with those. Okay, next we have Dawnbreaker. We have both the normal and the elite variants. So Dawnbreaker, one-handed mace, bonus to strength. So with weapons, it's 10 for the normal, plus 12 for the elites. And then if the weapon itself, like the daggers, would be plus 10. And then if like the Staff for Theron, for example, it's considered an elite weapon, even though there's no normal variant, that would be plus 12. Either way, the daggers, bonus agility, or sorry, Dawnbreaker, bonus strength. And then that's a stat on the normal, and the elite variant gets a pretty hefty damage increase, and again, bonus strength. Take a look at that one. Typical mace. And let's take a look at it close. And there we go. So some definitely good, I mean, when you get close to a lot of these weapons now, I really am liking the detail. There's a lot of good detail. I mean, it's not over the top, but you don't really, a lot of it you don't notice unless you get really, really close up on these weapons. So I like that attention to detail. It's nice. Okay, so next we're going to look at the Summon Panther. Summon Panther Familiar. Here it is. This is an Arcane Magic. It is a shooting magic, which means you have to actually arm it in a weapon that shoots Arcane Magic. So for sake of this video, we're going to put it in one of the Arcane Magic 5s. It doesn't really matter. Either way, you shoot it, and there you go. There's your... I'll do another one. Looks pretty cool. I like it. I like the actual like arcane glow. Now, just make note, again, with all the other familiars that are summons that we've done, these will attack your thralls. These will attack anything. So you don't want to like put these in your base because they'll just attack all your thralls in your base and stuff like that. Okay, so before we finish off with the last really cool weapons, I want to give a quick shout out to our Patrons and our Elite Patrons. Thank you so much for everything you all do. So we have a bunch of changes going on in the community this month, and by the end of the month with the final updates, or not the final updates, but the final updates this year to the Age of Calamitous. So we've been changing stuff up in our Patreon. If you're interested in becoming a patron or taking a look at the things that will be changing, definitely click on the link in the description below. Otherwise, I just want to thank my Patrons and Elite Patrons. Thank you so much. Okay, so the next one we're going to look at is the Arcane Ward. This is another spell unique to the Order of Revelations. This one's a really cool spell. As you can see, damage 0. Wonder what that does. So it is an arcane magic. You have to shoot it out of something that shoots arcane. So we will use the Arcane Magic 5. Again, doesn't matter what magic level you use for this because it doesn't do any damage anyways. But let's take a look at what it does. Let's shoot it at that. So as you can see, it does a bubble. It is a pretty massive bubble. Now, the unique thing about this is I'm just going to take one of the spells that I brought with me. This is not a spell unique to this faction. But if we shoot at it, as you can see, the spell is not going through. So this is a protection bubble that will... Let me turn down the sounds a little bit. This is a protection bubble that will actually stop magic from going through. So if your base is being attacked by a purge that has magic, let's just say by an Elvanor purge, and they're shooting magic, well, guess what? If they're outside the bubble and they're trying to shoot at your base, not going to do anything. You know, the cool thing is also, I have a bow and arrow here. Right now, I'm just using, I forget what arrows. It doesn't really matter, though. Arrows of Insanity, but it doesn't really matter what arrows. The cool thing is, look at that. Now, that's an awesome animation. Not only does it stop projectiles from coming through, but it actually ricochets them off, and it gives off that little light. That is an awesome, awesome addition. Makes it feel more real. So basically, it stops all projectiles, magic or regular, from going through. Okay, so here's the other thing about the ward. Is if you have anything that is cursed or undead inside of it, it will attack it. Now, I actually had a storm soldier in here. I actually ended up killing it. But it won't actually attack anything that's not cursed or undead. So it won't kill like NPCs. It won't kill like the corrupted Van Ghoul and stuff like that. It's only going to be these guys and the ghosts and stuff like that. So pretty cool. It does do a good amount of damage actually. As you can see, I haven't hit him at all, and it's actually doing probably what 2% life, 3% life per hit. So I mean, it's if you can keep one of these guys inside one of these wards, at least for currently, while it goes off, you're gonna kill it. And you don't even have to attack. There you go, dead. Okay, and the last couple things, the staffs. So we'll start with the Magus Staff. We have both the normal and the elite variant. Here we go. Here's the stats on the normal one. It is an arcane magic weapon. It gives bonus accuracy. Here's on the elite variant. There you go. So just like all the other magic weapons, the same as these arcane magics here, you just take whatever you want to shoot on it and drag it to it. And that's it. It doesn't matter what you drag. It will shoot whatever it is. So here we go. Here's the normal one. Here's what it looks like. I'll get a close-up of it in a minute. But if you right-click, it just shoots whatever magic you put in there. So now with these staffs, they have to have some kind of ammo in them in order to just shoot. If you don't have an ammo in it, it will say no ammo. Now, the light attack shoots whatever spell you have in there. However, the heavy attack, and then they have an ultimate attack, is always the same no matter what spell you have in there. So this is going to be the heavy attack. Now, this one I like a lot. This is probably one of my favorite heavy attacks out of all the staffs. And the reason is because it's quick. It doesn't have a big build-up, and it actually does a knockback. So here we go. Ready? There you go. It just does one thing. It does pause for a second, but you have enough time to get out of that animation before they get up. As you can see, it does a burn, it does a cripple, and a sunder, and then a knockdown also. So you get 4 effects. The cripple is especially nice because even if they get up in time to get to you while you still have that cooldown, you can't move, they'll be walking too slow. The sunder's really nice. It's a quick sunder, though. It's not a really long one, but it's a really cool animation also. And then our control ability is actually pretty similar in as far as what it does. And let's check that out real quick. And for our control ability, which is our ultimate attack, we get, again, that's pretty loud. We get a sunder and a burn. As you can see, you have 3 stacks of sunder, 3 stacks of burn, I believe. Let's do it one more time. And you also get a knockdown. This one's got a pretty decent build-up. Is it 3 stacks? Yeah. So you get 3 stacks of each. All right, there's this staff closer. So as you can see, let's see if we can get a little closer. There we go. A little closer. It's hard with that light. It's kind of blinding, but nice wood. You know, it's a nice wood staff. It's got a pretty cool glowing gem at the top. I love anything that glows. It's really nice because it adds a little more lightness to all the dark areas in the game, so you don't always have to carry around a torch. But pretty cool looking staff. Okay, and the last thing we are going to look at is the Staff of Theron. Now, this is probably the single best staff in the game, I think. I'd have to do a lot more testing, but this is probably my favorite, and there's a couple reasons. So the first thing is we have our damage right here. This is a level 120 item only. We have our it's an accuracy boost. As you can see right here, though, it says multi-purpose magic. What does that mean? All right, so obviously we're messing with arcane magic. We'll just pop an arcane magic into it. Let's do our light attack. There's our arcane magic. Now, we'll go over our heavy attack real quick, and then I'll show you what makes this unique. So our heavy attack, they're actually the same heavy attacks as the previous staff, just do a little more power. So as you can see, we're getting 2 stacks of burn, a sunder, and a cripple, and it does a little bit more damage. Our ultimate attack, I'll wait till the effects wear off on this. And our ultimate attack does a good amount more. I believe it does 4 stacks of each if they're in range. Yeah. Or 4 stacks burn, it looks like 3 sunder. It does a good amount more damage too. So same ultimate and same heavy attack as the previous staff. However, what makes this unique is the multi-purpose magic. So I put arcane magic in there. Well, guess what? There's fire. Guess what? There's earth. And there's blood. And obviously I left out, I didn't grab air and water, but as you can see, it basically shoots any magic. Now, just make note, I have blood magic in there right now. If I do the heavy attack or the ultimate attack, it still does the arcane attack that is, linked to the staff. But it's light attack. You can choose whichever magical ammo you want to put in this. So this makes this pretty much a one-stop shop for all the magical attacks. If you wanted to still do some kind of mage stuff while carrying a bunch of weapons or whatever. So this makes this staff very unique and very useful as a utility. Let's take a quick look at it. And there you go. There's a nice close look at it. Again, as you get closer to these things, the details going on them, you have this rock and stuff like that. This kind of shimmers and glows. You have these little veins down here underneath the rock and stuff like that. And then you have this really nice artwork on the staff itself. So really nice detail, really close up. It's something you probably wouldn't notice a lot unless you kind of got the camera just right. But again, it's attention to detail. It makes it just feel better. All right, and that covers everything you get from the Order of Revelation. So this one's a little bit more hard. The Order Arcanum definitely has some stuff I like. I think this staff may make this, and that fountain may make this out of the 2 factions, the one I would go with. There's definitely 1 or 2 items in the other one I like, but it's a hard one. But the staff is definitely amazing. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or corrections or anything, just leave in the comment section below. I read the comments all the time. If you're looking for a cool place to hang out or ask questions or inquire or whatever, we have a Discord. Link is in the description below. We're always in there. We have a great community in there. A lot of different server owners, a lot of very knowledgeable Conan players and stuff like that. Plus, we play other games too. So, definitely check out the link in the description below. It's a great way to contact me or other very knowledgeable individuals. So, come hang out. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed so you get notified when the next videos drop. I know they've been very sparse lately. It's that time of year. Plus, we've had some life things going on. We are getting soon to a point where we should be able to get these out. And once the last video drops, I already have things in the work. Once the last update of the year drops, which will be the final faction rework, we will be dropping a lot of stuff for that. So hopefully very close together too. But otherwise, make sure you hit the sub button so you get notified as soon as those do drop. Otherwise, thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, fear the reckoning.